Hey guys, welcome to a brand new video. On this video today, it's going to be my review for the Leeds United game versus Southampton, or Southampton versus Leeds, because it was that same areas. We lost 3-1, a poor performance, but it's one of those where we're going to have these performances through the season. I've seen some people say after that performance, we're not getting promoted. We've lost one game in the last seven, sorry. In our last 7 games, we've won 6 and we've lost 1. And people are saying we're not getting promoted after one game. People are reactionary because I think we'll come back stronger against QPR. But anyway, let's talk about this game. Started off, we're not great. We conceded in the second minute of the game where we went 1-0 down to an Armstrong goal. Adam Armstrong's got the goal. The ball went straight between Cooper and Byram. In my opinion, Cooper was pushing forward. Byram was a bit late to pushing forward to actually defend or make him be offside. He was a bit late to that. Not blaming Byram, but I'm not blaming Cooper either. So I feel like if you look at Stroud and Cooper, I'm pretty sure move up quicker. And then Byram's still a bit behind, and that leaves him onside with the ball through. Yeah, and then they get in and when they're 1-0 up. Then they score again in the 31st, where it's just, I don't remember which goal this was. Oh, was this the one of the, I don't know which one it was. Is this the one where there was one where Shackleton and Dan James both followed Manning, and then they just cut inside. They both followed him, the same guy, and he just cut inside, whipped it across the box to the back stick. I think that was actually Armstrong's second, by the way. I don't remember the second. I actually don't remember the second goal, but yeah, it wasn't good. I don't think. I actually can't remember it. Oh my god! But yeah, we were poor. That goal anyway. Shackleton and Dan James sprint inside, over the top. I think that was Adam Armstrong's second goal, I'm pretty sure. Put Sam Byram on his ass, turns him inside out, bang in the back of the net. And then we're 3-1 down at that, 3-0 down at that stage. So we went 3-0 down before half time. You know, and I knew if we were going to come back in the second half, we were going to have to score early on. The game was all us in the second half, in my opinion. I think we were attacking everything in that second half. I feel like we were the better team in the second half. We were attacking, trying to get goals. And then the 58th minute, Pascal Stroud, bang, puts his foot through it in the back of the net. And we're back in it. You know, we had some chances. You know, Dan James made some mistakes. Like, there was one where, like, his crossing wasn't good. Some of those set pieces were terrible. Dan James weren't much better, but, oh, God. I remember watching the first 3 or 4 Somerville free kicks. I think it was like 3 free kicks. They were terrible, and I might just put Dan James on him because he actually got an assist. I thought Dan James would take him because he got an assist last week with a corner. But then we put Somerville on him again, and he did what he did last week, and his set pieces weren't great at all. But yeah, we move. Patrick Bamford made his return. I'm happy for him. I'm happy that he's back, and he's actually, you know, he came on the pitch. I didn't think he was going to play any minutes, but he came on the pitch. Let's go through the players and give them a rating. Meslier, I'm not going to blame Meslier for any of the goals, really. I mean, he did concede 3, but I don't think it was his fault. I'll give him a 5, I'll give him a 5 because he did concede 3 goals. But I don't think it was poor, you know? I'll give him a 5. Jamie Shackleton, I thought was up and down, trying stuff, 5.5. I think he was all right. He wasn't the best, of course, but he tried. Like, he tried to make an attack work. Pascal Stroud, even without the goal, I thought he was good at the back. I'll give him a 7. I thought he was actually good at the back, Pascal Stroud. And then he got that goal in the back of the net. You know, he can't score with his head, but he can score with his feet. Well, not long after we saw him air swing at a ball where if he hit it, it goes in the back of the net, you'd think. But yeah, anyway, Liam Cooper, I'll give him a 5 because I don't think he was good either. Like, I don't think he was good. I don't think he was great, but I don't think he was poor. Like, people will blame him for goals because he's like the scapegoat, but I don't think he was that bad. I don't think he was that good either. But yeah, so I'll give him a 5. Sam Byram, I thought was a bit better. I'll give him a 6. I'll give Sam Byram a 6. I thought he was all right. Glenn Kamara, I thought he was all about trying stuff in the second half, trying to lead attacks, trying to find the balls and play some passes around. I thought he was all right. I'll give him a 6.5 because I thought he was actually pretty decent. And Ampadu, I'll probably give a 7 as well. I thought Ampadu was really good. Like, he's every week. He don't have a bad game. Somerville was dangerous at times, but he wouldn't track back. And I'm pretty sure one of the goals was because he didn't track back, or was that just a chance? There was moments in the game where he didn't track back, basically, and it was annoying because he would stop on the halfway line and they would just continue. They'll be running forward, and it'll be Sam Byram in a 1-on-2 or something like. you know, he wasn't coming back and helping in defense, and we know some of them don't do that. But yeah, but I thought he was all right. 6.5. I thought he was all right. I don't think he was terrible. He had a shot at goal in the first half, trying to bring some light into the team. But other than that, we just need to forget about this game and just move on to basically Joel Pirro. That ghost. I didn't see him much during the game. There was that chance with a ball. I think it was Rutter who played the ball through. Perfect ball to his feet, and it bounces off his foot into the goalkeeper's hands. And you're like, oh, God. And I didn't like it. That was terrible. And I was like, oh, God. Like, that was the moment to make it 3-2. And I think, if he gets that touch, I think it hits the back of the net. That's how confident I am in Joel Pirro. If he hits it, it's in the back of the net. But, yeah, I didn't see him too much. That's the problem. I'm going to give him a 5.5 because I didn't see him too much. That's the only thing. When he doesn't score, he looks invisible. And he doesn't, show himself into games, it looks like, from the eye test that I see. People might see different, but from my eye test, he ghosts every time he doesn't score or he doesn't, when we're not playing well, he'll ghost, basically, in my opinion. Dan James, I thought he wasn't terrible. Yes, he made some mistakes and maybe some crosses should have been better. And that's what we get with Dan James. You're going to get frustrated with him the way he plays. I'll give him a 6.5 just because I thought he was all right. I don't think he was terrible. I thought he tried to attack and he tried to use his pace to, get around players. And he tries. That's the thing about him. He always tries to get balls around, trying to beat players, trying to set up stuff. It may not work, but he tries. Rutter, I'll give him a 7. I thought he was good. No one was really, you can't say anyone was really good. But Rutter, I thought, was the one most likely for me that would either score or get an assist in that game, even though he didn't. Sorry. I thought he was actually doing a really good job. And then when Bamford came on and he went on to the right, I thought he played better on the right and he was actually whipping good crosses in. So I thought Dan James were a bit weak cross, but I thought Rutter's crosses were really good and they actually whipped a couple in. I'm like, so from now on, am I gonna be allowed to say this? My preferred lineup if everyone's starting would be, this is just the front line, Rutter on the left, some of them on the left, Rutter on the right, Hero in where he is now, and Bamford up top. That would be the lineup I would choose. But yeah, overall, no great performance. Should I give a man of the match to anyone? If I'm going to give it to someone, Pascal Struijk. No one really deserves a man of the match. It was a poor performance. But, it's going to happen throughout the season. We're going to have bad performances, and we've just had one. So we've got to move on next game and do better, basically. We've got QPR next, so let's make amends for this loss and get a win next week. If you like the video, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll catch you boys in the next one.